here along with JL bringing you this. Wait just 1 second. Rip Mystic jumps Brian Ealey from behind. He kickstarts our one-on-one matchup here this week on Chuck and Jimmy's All-Stars.
And that's the way you should do it, Chuck. Jumping from behind, get the advantage.
Yes, indeed. One-on-one. Rip Mystic against Brian Ealey. Irish whip and the reversal. And a big back body drop on Rip Mystic. And Rip Mystic in some trouble. Duck of the right hand. And an atomic drop to Rip Mystic by Brian Ealey.
This is not starting out the way I wanted it to, Chuck. He jumped him. He should be having the advantage.
And a big knee by Brian Ealey takes down Rip Mystic, and he goes outside of the ring to recover.
I think he cheated. Hey, ref, check his knee pads for a horseshoe, a lead plate, steel knuckles, brass knuckles. I don't know. Crystal knuckles. I don't know. Some kind of knuckles. Got something in his knee pad.
That's all stuff out of your playbook, JL.
I would never do anything like that, Chuck. That is a lot of cheating on Brian Ealey's part. Rip Mystic did nothing wrong.
Well, you'd be one to talk about that, as right now Rip Mystic circling the ring, drawing out. I don't know if the referee's actually making the count, JL.
And he shouldn't. Rip Mystic's a legend.
As right now, Sling Heat brings Rip Mystic back in the hard way.
That's definitely not the way I'd want to come back in the ring.
As right now, Brian Ealey with the right hand on Rip Mystic, and now he's setting him up for that big vertical suplex.
What are you, Kevin Sully or Brian Sully or Chuck Sully or Bob Sully?
A nod to the great dean of professional wrestling, Gordon Sully, is right now. Rip Mystic takes over the advantage on Brian Ealey.
I figured he was his cousin. That's why I said that.
And now he was choking Brian Ealey. Referee Rick Gruder, the official for this matchup.
Well, he's not breaking it up, obviously, so it's okay. I'm behind him. I'm on board.
He was making a count. Now Rip Mystic about to go to work on that leg. It looks like, yes, the left leg of Brian Ealey.
It's a smart move. That's a page right out of my playbook. Work on that weakened leg.
The right leg, and going to work yet again.
That's all right. I figured you didn't know your ABCs. You don't know your left from your right, Chuck.
Well, right now, we got Rip Mystic, and he stomped right to that leg of Brian Ealey. Rip Mystic, a well-respected veteran of the scene, despite...
it's over with here. He's going to give him a figure four. Oh, wait a minute. Something a little different.
Looks like a form of an Indian deathlock or something to that effect, JL. Or Rip Mystic, a very well-respected veteran of the scene, despite what the fans think of him.
I think he's great. What do you mean the fans? Who cares what the fans think? I think he's great. That's all that counts.
Well, these fans don't like him, but he is a nominee for Chuck and Jimmy's Regional Hall of Fame as Brian Ealey fights out of that submission. But right back up to the vertical base is Rip Mystic.
Did you ask the fans? Because I didn't ask the fans, and I know I'm a fan of Rip Mystic. He's the best one I've seen so far. He's going to definitely take down Brian Ealey, this blonde-haired weirdo.
And now Brian Ealey with the schoolboy roll-up. He could get, oh no, only gets a 2 count. And he's holding on to that.
Well, that was a dumb move. He hurt his leg.
And a small package. He can get the 3. Oh no. Rip Mystic kicks out of that, and he takes him down with a clothesline.
That's right. Celebrate a little bit. You deserve it. See, this is the way a real man does. He celebrates a little bit. I mean, he can afford it. He's got the time.
Rip Mystic, he needs to go in for the kill on Brian.
Oh, he took down the shoulder straps all over with Chuck. We all know that means bad news for Brian Ealey.
And now Rip Mystic, he scoops up Brian Ealey and slams him down, despite not having the size advantage on Brian Ealey. A lot of power there by Rip Mystic. Now, instead of going for the pin, he's going up perhaps to the top rope.
Well, I mean, he's got the time. I think Brian Ealey's dead on the floor. Look at him. He's done.
And Rip Mystic, he misses with that moonsault, JL.
Okay, that probably wasn't a great idea. Get out of the camera, guy in the green shirt.
Rip Mystic should have been going for the cover right there, but instead he took his time going up that top rope, and he paid for it when he missed with that moonsault.
This is gonna be bad news for Rip Mystic. I mean, that's a hard-hitting move to completely miss. It's not good.
And
I'm a little worried.
Right now, Rip Mystic working his way back up to his feet, but Brian Ealey's getting back up on that vertical base and ducks the punch, and a right hand by Brian Ealey, and another one, and a third one, and he's laying in those haymakers, and now Irish whip to the ropes, duck of the clothesline, but not the sidewalk slam by Brian Ealey. He has that leg hook, but he only gets a 2 count.
Rip Mystic is looking a little punch drunk, Chuck. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
Rip Mystic took a lot of time. He could have had this match won by now instead of going up to the second rope for that moonsault, because now Brian Ealey, oh no, reversal of the Irish whip, and he misses in the corner, and now Brian Ealey scoops up. Rip Mystic running power slam, yes indeed it is, and he goes for the cover and only gets a 2 count, didn't even hook the leg.
It was still pretty close, Chuck, and it's got me worried.
Yes indeed.
Put the camera back down!
Rip Mystic, one fatal mistake, seems to have really, it could cost him. Oh no, but Rip Mystic goes right back to work on that right leg with that low drop kick.
It's a smart move. He's a little punch drunk right now. He's got to do what he's got to do in order to win this match. And going for the leg is probably his only hope at this point.
Yes, indeed it is. And now he goes for the scoop slam. Brian Ealey behind, Rip Mystic behind Brian Ealey. Another counter, and Brian Ealey has him. And a reverse DDT takes down Rip Mystic. He needs to go for the cover here. Oh no, Brian Ealey, he says he's going up to that top rope. And now he's climbing.
Showboating. You know, that's the problem with these guys. They like to showboat.
Well,
it's okay when Rip Mystic does it, but when this guy does it, showboat.
Elbow drop from the top rope by Brian Ealey, and it gets a 3 count. Your winner this week on Chuck and Jimmy's Chuck and Jimmy's All-Stars, Brian Ealey.
See, that's the problem. You don't even know what show we're watching. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's a travesty of justice, Chuck. And it always will be. Rip Mystic should have won this hands down, no problem. And you can't convince me otherwise.